Hi, my name is Jennifer Mine and welcome to my website. This website was created through Google Sites. Google Sites stores the image on the Google Web Server. I am the editor of this site as the creator, and I can change things. Google Sites is accessed off the web through its URL address in HTTP protocol. I do not need to use HTML code or CSS because Google Sites takes care of that for me. It does give me the option to add extra things if I'd like. The next thing we're going to look at is this file where my banner is. My banner has its own text file with HTML code. And this banner was created in Pixlr. Pixlr allows you to download images and to change them to suit whatever design you'd like. So for this one, I downloaded this image and was able to add with the marquee a highlight and also use the different filter. And each of these things are done on different layers in Pixlr, so you can keep track of all the different additions that you make. Another thing I created on Pixlr was my logo. I also used the layering effect and did different images that I was combining to give the Internet of Things that medical feel. The next thing we're going to look at is this GIF. The GIF was using freegif.com and downloading 3 images that related to this innovation that I'm using. We put this on a loop and then we were able to upload them on the website. The next thing on this page we're going to find is our abstract, and here we're going to give you an overview of all the things you're going to find out about the Internet of Things. So something fun is just even as you combine it with the healthcare, you get the Internet of Medical Things. You're going to see how these devices have helped improve communication. You're going to see how patients have become more informed. The next page we're going to look at is purpose. Purpose is to indicate the name of the innovation, provide a clear description of its intended purpose, such as the problem that the innovation solved and the opportunity that the innovation created, or the discovery that the innovation made possible. The innovation, of course, is the Internet of Things in health, and its purpose was to improve life, prolong life as well in the healthcare profession. What we're seeing is it created the ability to increase the speed of which information was being transferred between doctor and patient. We also saw the discovery of new innovations that help in the diagnosis of patients, and also the better communication we can develop with things like Google Docs and email. The next page we're looking at is the impacts and effects. Explain the benefits or harmful effect of an innovation. Some of the benefits we've already reviewed, but a couple highlights are, besides the effective and efficient communication, we're looking at how we're treating populations with vaccines and immunizations. So we're able to reach and notify people of different diseases. We're also able to have that information available to all kinds of medical personnel. People are using this as far as interventions in their own health care, looking up nutrition information and helping to improve their health care. Another thing we're looking at is the harmful effects. The harmful effects are the things that we see where we get the irrelevant and inaccurate information on the web. We also see patients challenging physicians and how some of the sensitive information can be hacked, so security. But despite that, we do see such a growth in the Internet of Things, especially projected to 2019. I was able to also do a YouTube video I recorded on my camera a reenactment of an interview and what a possible situation would be with using it. I took that information, downloaded it on YouTube Editor, and was able to add in transitions and music that would be used for the video. Excuse me, do you have time for a few questions?
Sure.
Have you ever seen Star Trek?
Of course.
And then how the doctor was able to gather some of the patient information, just like you're doing now?
Absolutely, Dr. Bones.
Exactly. Well, that's the technology we have here today, using the Internet of Things. Information recorded by a handheld sensor scanning device. That information is then stored in the cloud and can be accessed by any medical professionals to help patients. Would you like some more information on it?
Yeah, 7,
Great.
98, 99. Oh, bro, you good?
Is he alright?
I don't
I'm
think
a nurse.
so.
I can take his vitals. You call 911.
explain the impact that the innovation has had on society, economy, and or the culture. Because the internet has affected the general public in how they are looking at and accessing information from the web, this is impacting how it's in the culture of the medical field, because patients are coming in with information and sometimes that's not correct, and they're challenging that, and this is creating a dilemma within the medical field of how physicians are to deal with this, with patients having their own plan. The other thing we want to look at is how it's impacted the economy because of the reduced medical costs, and also the efficiency we're seeing in hospitals because of scanning inventory items and that are able to be reordered immediately. Another question we want to answer is the field in which, other than the computer science, in which the innovation has impacted or has had the potential to impact. And that is, of course, the health field. That's in our title. But what we want to look at in particular is the devices that have made access. And one of those devices is right here. I have a link that we can go right on and see how this has impacted the healthcare. It's called a nanobot. And here is a picture. There was a survey that I used through Google Forms. Google Forms allowed me to create this survey. I was able to use that and send that out to various people, and they responded. And what happens on Google Forms is that information comes in on a spreadsheet, just like I would as if it was Excel. I have all the same functions, and in real time I was able to see how people responded, and from that I made this chart. We're on the next page of technical aspects, and here we're going to look at describe how our user interacts with the innovation. Basically, it's just being able to use devices as simple as a phone or computer, or we could have something more complex as a heart rate monitor or any additional information that could be connected and sent to a medical office. This information is stored in the cloud, it's aggregated and analyzed and then accessed by professionals. The other question is, describe in detail how the innovations technology incorporates at least one of the big ideas of abstraction, logarithms, programming, and or the internet to accomplish its purpose. The one I want to discuss is how the internet itself affects every aspect of the health-related process. This is including how patients access and the diagnosis and treatment of patients in an office. So we have the use of a cell phone or laptop sensor device. It's collected and processed, and the binary system that is done, the switches on and off, and the ASCII code that is used. All this information is put into an artifact, and then that artifact is not limited to a program or image, audio, video presentation. It's just about anything. The next page is the relationship to data. Describe how the innovation consumes data as input, produces data as output, and or transforms data. The Internet of Medical Things is a dynamic and global network. It's constantly interacting with the physical world. There could be sensors, there could be people inputting on computers. The output is as simple as an alert or an alarm or some other device that is signaling a medical professional that something is happening. Describe at least one data storage concern, data privacy concern, or data security concern related to the innovation. We have looked at this a little bit as well as the information that can be accessed illegally, especially confidential information, whether it be pregnancy test or HIV testing. This information we got to work on as far as security, and so that hackers are not able to get that and patients feel assured. Websites should be evaluated for authenticity and reliability of their source of data. The last page of my website are the references, and here are a listing of them with the author, reference, the name of the article, and the year it was published. The favorite one that I used the most was how the Internet of Things will impact the healthcare, and here it is. Thank you for visiting my video on how I made my website. If you would like more information, come visit my website.